I'm here. It's time for video games. I was feeling it. The tinge was in the weather. The weather said it's time for video games. That's my intro. Hi everybody, how's it going? It's a Thursday night. It's finally cooling down here in Austin, Texas. So I can finally do some hardcore gaming. It's about time. I never get the chance to do this. Thank you, Sepasai, for the 50 bits. Welcome. Hope you're having a good one. Hello to Camping Luna. Hello, Dark Witch Claire and Anari Fox. Hello, BigBean.gov. It's true, she rondo on my blood. I'll be thinking about what that means all night. Yodel, hello. Eltriok, hello. Chillbush.net, hello. Washa, hello. Pewter, Yomidian, NeoZero, hello. Krungo, hello. I see you've met my new sponsor, Chevron. I'm looking to get sponsorships from every major oil corporation. I think that's the future of VTubing. Ozzy, hello. 68K Heart, hello. Mooware, hey. How's it going? Botoggle, hello. Itinerant Soldier, hello. Nis, hello. Loadrunner 2, you're here, hello. And Exclamation. And Yodel and Arpaga. Hello to everybody. Did I get everyone? Dark Witch Claire, you get a second one if I greeted you a second time. Cambrian Era. Coming in at the buzzer. Hello. Okay, we got work to do tonight. I now have a Vampire Slayer official certificate awarded by Dot Level on her stream a couple nights ago. And I figure I might as well fill the thing out with a couple more stamps. I haven't played all the Castlevania games on that thing, but I am familiar with a couple more. So I figure we can knock these out tonight. In a perfect world, these would be deathless clears. Tonight, this is just going to be a couple of 1cc's. Because I don't have the patience to restart Castlevania 4 over and over again, it being a 12-hour game. It's not actually 12 hours, it's just way longer than I'd like. I practiced it the other day for the first time in a really long time. And literally by the time I got to level 8 or 9, I was like, shouldn't this be over yet? Can I go? So I came back to it later and practiced it. It was a 1cc, if only just. I had one life in remaining after that. So hopefully tonight's run will be a little bit smoother. We can only hope. Yeah, 11 levels, what the hell? Who does that? They ran out of numbers. They had to start calling the last levels like A and B and shit. Krungo, I would love to see you play Castlevania 1. That would be awesome. They say 4 is technically easier, but it's just so long, and when you're talking Castlevania, easy isn't necessarily comparable between games. It's like some games are a 9 out of 10 in difficulty, whereas others are 11 or 12. So Tenga, hello. Yeah, the 16-bit era had a whole bunch of Castlevanias. Tonight I'm going to play my favorite one, along with my second favorite one. I'll leave it up to you to decide which one is which. Hello, Green Herring. Yeah, get into the ping-tuber business. Get into the racket. You'll be a... What's the ping-tuber equivalent of a made man? We gotta start the ping-tuber mafia. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Hey, Noman. Oh my god, Super Nintendo Dracula X. No, you cannot... you cannot make me play that. I rented that when it was new, and, no. I'm not gonna play that again unless there's significant incentive. And again, it is on the Classicvania challenge list, and I don't think I've ever beaten it. Well, let's go with what is a sure thing first. We ready to start? We ready to actually do this? Let me close some windows here. Metaphorical Windows 10 windows. Oh my god, Frankenstein and Death are the worst in CV1. I think Death was the furthest I ever got as a kid. I had to, like, reach double-digit age before I could get past Death. That's not a job for a a 2-year-old or however old I was. So, Castlevania Rondo of Blood. They made this one for the PC Engine, one of the best games in the series, and they didn't release it over here in the States. Of course they didn't. PC Engine doesn't have a foothold over here. Like 2 people owned one. So instead, what they did, since all the magazines were hyping up this game called Dracula X, they figured, oh, thanks for doing our marketing for us. Let's release a game called Dracula X that's superficially similar to the PC Engine one, and only we'll release it for a system that people actually own. And that's how Dracula X for Super Nintendo came to be. Real crappy mishmash of a game that just kind of uses assets from this one, but this is the original and best. All right, let me finish setting up here. I gotta have a nice window I can look at. I gotta get my gaming rig set up here. There we go. I see you all now. I see what you're doing over there. Rondo of Blood is so good. It might be easier than CV4. Thinking about it, it was quite easy to put together a 1cc clear for the first time the other day. I'll explain that in a second, though. It's game time. Castlevania, starring Rollo.
Vor langer Zeit lebten die Menschen glücklich und zufrieden. Niemand bemerkte den Schatten, der sich langsam über ihnen ausbreitete.
You should be able to hear me over this, maybe, possibly. Let me know if it's too loud.
Die Dunkelheit trübte ihre Sinne und das Böse fraß sich tief in ihre Seele.
Okay, cool.
Vom Wahnsinn getrieben schmiedeten sie einen Pakt mit dem Teufel.
Vocifrocrat, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream. We're watching the intro.
Sie zu erlösen von ihrer sterblichen Existenz, den Anbeginn einer neuen Welt vor Augen. Und so begab es sich, dass nach 100 Jahren das Böse wieder Fleisch geworden war. Als unsterbliches Geschöpf der Nacht kann es die Gestalt des Wolfs, der Fledermaus, des Nebels annehmen.
I know that word.
Es labt sich am Blut der Menschen. Dracula, der Fürst der Finsternis, Herr des Teufelsschlosses, ist auferstanden.
Oh, look at that. They hacked in the title screen and the voices from the PSP version. This super deluxe remake running on original hardware. Yes, that's right, Amogus. Hello, Trace Bullet. Now, I had never, ever come close to a 1cc in this game, until I watched about 1 billion VTubers play it, and then I started to piece together a run. Apparently, you can really easily get through this game if you play it with the unlockable character Maria. She's very weak in terms of health. She can only take a couple of hits before dying, but she can kind of ruin every single boss in this game. Also, she controls more like Mega Man, and you have a double jump, and you can control yourself in midair, so... Yay! I'm gonna try to remember the route through this. Yeah, it's a good diagonal exclamation mark. Yeah, Bandani could have fit in there. That's true. Start her up. This is it. The start of the 1cc. This will be deathless until I die, at which point I'll be very sad. but I'll learn to live with it. Right away, they give you the best weapon in the game, these birds. These things are awesome. You can also get a kitty. Kitty comes in handy later. It's true, everything is deathless until you die. Wow, they even translated that. The first time this game was released in English was on the PSP, and that's where all this English nonsense you see in this game comes from. They just transplanted it. Who played the PSP version? I sure did. I was on top of that shit. One thing about this game is you really want to hoard your hearts, because like Bloodlines, you also keep your hearts in between levels, which is quite nice. And considering the birds only cost 1 heart to use, if you have a lot of ammunition, you can pretty easily skate through the game. Not to say I know all the strats, though. Again, my first 1cc was just like the other day, by accident, basically. At that point, I'd watched like 7 or 8 VTubers play through it as Maria, and I was like, alright, I know this already. It's basically just a formality actually playing through it myself. Now with that said, watch me forget everything and die and cuss a lot. Oh yeah, getting it from GameStop, those were the days. You want to get this thing because it's got a lot of hearts in it. There's like a sub-weapon up there you don't want. The 2.5D remake of this is also on Dot's Classicmania Challenge certificate. I wonder how easy that would be if you're good at this one. I haven't played it since it was new. Whoops. Pretty easy. Maybe I should check it out then. Oh man, I died in level 1. You're not going to tell anyone that happened, right? Let's do it again. I was shaking off the sillies, shaking off the rust. Gotta get it all out before we can get the official run going. Beautiful human. Hello, Kyric. Welcome to the Castlevania stream. I think you're a beautiful human too. I'm kind of tempted to play through Richter, because that's the character I'm most used to playing this game with. But Maria's just so much fun to play. Plus you get the temper tantrum. The best move in any Castlevania. Got him that time around. Nocturne Dustclaw, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Hope you had a good one. I'm playing Castlevania. You ever hear these games? I don't think anyone plays these nowadays. Tonight we're playing Rondo of Blood for PC Engine and the 12-hour-long Castlevania 4 for Super Nintendo after that. Oh, there you go. Beat me to it. Thank you, mods. $47 hearts, pretty good start. Let's see if we can ration them. Yeah, the freaking Rondo Symphony Bundle is PS4 exclusive. And it has that extra feature where it rumbles constantly and you can't turn it off. Maybe you could do that on the PS5 controller. That's a reason to upgrade. It's diminished by the PS5 controller? Okay, good. I thought that was a really weird thing they did. I'm so angry about that. We all are. Why can I not kill this guy? There we go. So this is the best part of playing as Maria. She actually has 2 slides, and the tantrum is the slower of the 2, so speedrunners never use it. It's like this. Which also looks cool, but it's no this. I gotta quit fucking around. It's a good way to get killed. I've never fully come to grips with how this game controls. Maria makes it easier because the jumps aren't really committal. You can erase it with a double jump. But there's just something about the momentum and the fact that if you jump straight up and then move, your move speed is a little bit diminished. There's things about it. All these games you gotta get used to on some level. Looks like she's on a slip and slide, hell yeah. I never got to use a slip and slide. I probably would have found a way to hurt myself. Free candy. Yeah, there's a little bit of stiffness. It feels like a midpoint in between the ultra stiff CV1 and CV3 and the much more controllable CV4. I don't think it's bad, though. It gives the game a unique identity. I want to be a little bit more forward here in case they hit me. I wanted this game so bad when it was new. It was because I used to read a lot of gaming magazines, especially Die Hard Game Fan, and oh my god, they would not shut the fuck up about this game. It got to the point where the first thing I ever bought off the internet, I got it from an AOL news group. I paid $10 for a CDR of Dracula X for PC Engine. Not the original. Some guy made a copy with his brand new CD recorder technology. And it was worth it. I played through it on Magic Engine, which I didn't pay for. Did you know there's something up here? There's like weapons and shit. There's like a one up here. I like... Do you notice the frown on the cat's face? It's very nicely loafed, but it's also frowning. What's up with that? There's all your other weapons we're not going to see. She can become a turtle. She can use eggs. There's a dragon there. You can beat this boss real quick without using much weapon energy if you're good. Or you can just item crash. Yeah, comfy but not necessarily happy about it. That's a cat mood. Free flan. Up there for the taking. This is one of the weird route changes. I think I remember how to get to it. If you've never played this game before, there's a lot of different opportunities to change which branching path you're on. I gotta get better at this. This is up, and then fireball motion. Down, down, forward, and forward. It does a shit ton of damage if it lands, but it also leaves you open. And it's kind of hard to do. Hey, Rachel, thank you. You've probably done this one deathless, like, easily, right? I was saying just the other day I got my first 1cc of this ever, just by virtue of watching a million VTubers play it. Now, like, it's not this one. Oh no, Time Gal! Kyrick, thank you for the 300 bits. Nice, 2 out of 4. You're halfway there. Thank you for the gay bits. There's that cat again. There's some animal drama in this part. Check this out. There's a rat. And if you follow him to his hideout, there's free cheese. Now this boss is really easy to beat without taking damage, and if you do that, you get a 1-up, so I'm not going to get that 1-up. I'll find some way to fuck this up. Yeah, there we go. This game's neat. All the bosses have desperation attacks after you kill them. And if it lands, it doesn't actually hurt you. It's just a thing. It hurts you a little bit, I think, enough to like not give you the 1-up bonus. But it'll never outright kill you. Yeah, that would be NES Ghosts and Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts for Genesis, Super Ghouls for Super Nintendo, and the PSP one. You could also count GBA Super Ghouls if you want, but I don't. Alright, I've seen a lot of people get owned by these frogs. Five or 5 dash? I think 5 dash is the really tough one, right? I'm gonna aim for whichever is easier. Oh shit. Right on the frogs! No! We got bad frog luck. Everyone... they gave me the unlucky frogs. No! Alright, like I said, this has been downgraded from Deathless to a 1cc. I can relax a little bit now. Leo Colonel, thank you for the follow. And Broy Lee, if I forgot to greet you, hello. Welcome to Castlevania Rondo of Blood. What is a Rondo of Blood? A miserable little pile of secrets forget I said that. There's some kind of secret here with the frog statue, but I forget what it was. Yeah, Bandana, I deserve that. G&G Resurrection didn't get a physical release as far as I know. Oh, the cat uses up a shit ton of hearts. I was... well... that's fine. When do you get more birds? I know there's a drop on the pirate ship. I'm not sure there is a good weapon I can grab for this fight. We got Turt. Castlevania Rollo of Blood. It's true. She can Sonic. Lawatu, hello. Alright, when's this dude become vulnerable? Oops. You want me? Come get me. He thought he was so smart. Not today. Yeah, alright. I've died at that boss before. Small, small turtle house. It is a hard boss. He takes many hits, and he has like a huge range, like longer than you'd expect. Let's get the egg. For fun. Thanks, egg. That part's really hard. It is super easy to get hit there and die. But if you're Maria, you can just charge in and they won't hit you. She says A, but it does sound like she's saying egg. Unfortunately, yeah, she says that with every item. I wish just for that one she would say egg. There's a secret thing you can do here. She says it when you item crash on PSP? That's so cool. Maria, you're the best. I think this is something only Maria can get to. Don't mind me just temper tantruming my way through a pirate ship. Maybe this isn't a pirate ship. Maybe this is just like a normal people ship. Sorry to any pirates who are watching. I didn't mean anything. Don't let these guys get away. Those guys can escape and soft lock the game. It's pretty cool. And also, if this thing hits you, it's instant death. So, don't do that. It's just her friends. Some birds she found. They fly now? Oh yeah, they fly now. Ooh. They're right behind me, aren't they? Yeah, that just happened. This is my new stream gimmick. I can only communicate through cliches. Alright, good level. There's a lot that could have gone wrong there. But here's where everything turns to shit, because we gotta fight death. Oh, I remember the boss songs from Distorted. Yeah, yeah. All patterned after the 4 Heavenly Kings. Good old Distorted. I think the last one I played, like, seriously was Happy Sky. Okay, focus. It is really easy to get overwhelmed by the sides here. And since Maria doesn't have much health, you kind of want to keep track of them. Ooh. Also, I had a run of this where he hit me in his second form and Maria just flew off the ship. Even though he only hit me at, like, the exact center of the thing. She just went flying. It was cool. Watch him spit. Ptoo. Just to be on the safe side. I didn't want him to hit me off the ship again. The sprite art of this is so good. So much detail. Birds! I'd be okay with this being a 1 miss clear, just as long as I get it at all. Though I would immediately want to go back and try to get a deathless. Luckily this game isn't that long. What's the fucking thing you want here? You want the birds, right? I don't think you ever not want the birds. The rest of these are just weapons. I'm hoping to not take a death before Shaft actually shows up. You burp this? Okay, I shall burp this too. I don't think I should have gotten hit there. Man, Medusa. Earning her pay. I fucked that up. Just in time for the hardest part of the fight. Oh, let's fucking go. That fight is so fucking hard. Wah. No, hey. Phew. She's singing. I don't know how this fight works, so I'm going to take one death and then win the next time. That's my strategy. I probably need a better one than that. Damn. Oh well. You do get a shit ton of lives in this, at least. And the game even gives you a checkpoint at Shaft, so this is in the bag. I got orbed. It's true. It happens to the best of us. Ooh, it did the opposite of what it usually does. You bastard. Phew. Look at that health. Hey, Revenant. Yeah, this game looks really good. So much of it was just transplanted directly into Symphony of the Night. Dude. Okay, does this actually work? We're about to find out if this strat actually works or if it's just a fake and a psyop. Nice. Fucking beautiful. Do you want to take this part slow or do you want to rush it? It's one of the two. I forget which. Probably rush because there's so many fucking enemies here. God. If you're hungry, you can grab a bird meal. I kind of want to play Richter. He's so much fun to play, even if he technically doesn't control as well as Maria. Yeah, egg ramen. I think if you're just fast here, these water guys shouldn't matter. Okay. The bird says, take a key for coming in. Yeah, this game gives you keys, but I don't know what to do with them. It doesn't tell me if they're for coming in or what. I wish the game would tell me that, like a certain other series. They make it nice and clear. Hey! What the... Hang on. We can think our way out of this. See, we thought our way out of it. What the... Hey! That Dracula guy plays some funny pranks. Symphony of Blood. You ever been to a Symphony of Blood? I haven't. Whoa, okay. Excuse you. Oh, you want to be a problem? Okay. You get to be a problem today. Congratulations, everyone's talking about how much of a problem you are. I'm glad you're making a big fucking scene for my... what would otherwise be an excellent speedrun. We got this. I don't think they give you health before the boss, though, so maybe time for another death. This might be okay. I think this will allow us to take one hit on the next boss. Once again, I want to keep the birds. The skeleton sounds like Cricketune without the whoop. I don't know what that is, but I'll take your word for it. Here's my tips for this part. It's hard. Be careful. You played Dracula X on a Super Nintendo emulator in high school? That's cool. And yeah, that would have been a disappointment. I was pretty damn disappointed by Dracula X on Super Nintendo. No, both jumps came out at the same time. I was robbed. Good fight. Not gonna complain about that one. Tip, shoot the Dracula until it dies. Simon's pretty good. I also kind of like John Morris, which is a fake answer because he's not a Belmont. But I like him because he's from Texas. Hey, look at this. You can take Dracula's lunch money. Richter's pretty good. I like Richter. Simon from Captain N, get out. Nobody likes Simon from Captain N. Oh yeah, how do you fight Dracula? Well, let's figure it out. This seems to work. He's big. That's it. Rondo of blood, 1 CC, 8 lives remaining. This is definitely not the hardest Castlevania there is. Really fun though. I like this one. Oh, got the air guitar frame.
Once again, the blood of Belmont has defeated me. Perhaps this, too, is part of my fate.
It's your fault for being so mean to everyone.
Yeah, that's right.
It is not by my own power that I am resurrected. It is the greed of humanity which calls me back. And thus, by might, I rule. Might becomes the one and only justice in this world.
I don't understand what that means. No matter how complicated you make it, a bad thing is still a bad thing.
She doesn't even know what he's talking about.
So long as greedy humans exist, I shall be reborn. That's all you need to remember. You proved amusing to me. We shall meet again, blood of Belmont.
What you think is so funny?
Just not even gonna mention you were beaten by a 6-year-old. He's already making up a story to make him sound cool. Oh yeah, Belmont beat me within an inch of my life and I had to retreat. It definitely wasn't a little girl with her army of kittens and birds. We gotta go, everybody. Castle's collapsing. She threw a huge rabid cat at me and it scratched the shit out of me. I like the scene is here of them all watching. Starring dragon, bird, turtle, cat. That's it. I like this song. You can't just put a monkey in your name. Who's that guy think he is? It's true, the 4 legendary beasts, aka the 4 legendary kings. Oh, I wish this was a vocal theme. That would be awesome. An ode to pudding. Ponce Yamamoto? Pop the top water? They might be separate? Okay, I don't actually know either. We did it. We killed Dracula. That's the end of that guy. Alright, that's a 1cc for the old Vampire Hunter certificate. Fat Swallow Swamp Daddy. Those weren't in the credits. You can't fool me. You're reading from the credits of Frogger, The Great Adventure. You probably literally are. We gotta play more Frogger games. I keep saying this. It's gonna happen eventually. Alright, it's time for the marathon gameplay session of Super Castlevania 4. Everybody strap the fuck in. No, we got the space. I'm gonna type out Super Nintendo. I'm feeling fancy. Man, if only y'all knew what I got planned for Mascot Friday tomorrow. Wait, that was from Children's Musical Theater? Oh my god. I'm gonna bring back an old classic. A system we haven't streamed in a while, but has plenty of platformers we haven't covered. Alright, this isn't a race, it's a marathon. The important thing is we finish with a 1cc, which should be, like, I want to say guaranteed. I want to say in the bag. I want to say 100% guaranteed for real. So when it doesn't happen, everybody can be disappointed. Return to Blues Brothers 2000. God, no. I love this game. I had this when it was new, when it was contemporary, and I beat it so many times. These games always have password systems, but I never felt the need to write down passwords. I'd always start over from the beginning. I love this. I love how it looks. It's so... Man, it's just like the midpoint between cartoonish and, I guess, gory realism. It looks kind of stately, and then sometimes it just looks really goofy. And the soundtrack rules, yeah. Someone pointed out that one of the instruments in some of the songs sounds like the car in Mario Paint. And ever since then, that's all I can think of whenever it starts playing in some of those levels. If you listen for it, you'll hear it. Yeah, they buried him in the gravestone. That's where his soul was. Here's the story if you're unfamiliar. The story, there's a Dracula. It's the default sample. Yeah, that would make sense, because this was such an early game. They'd be working with default tools. That's what Dracula's car sounds like. That's cool. It goes beep, 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 beep. It's true, Dracula drives the Dragula. He bought it from Rob Zombie. Oh yeah, that sounds incredible after struggling with this game for 11 hours, and you're finally like, I'm gonna kick your shit in, Dracula. Once again, Simon Belmont is called upon to destroy Dracula. I guess there's no one else here that can do the job. It's always got to be Simon. Good thing old Simon here is here to do the job for free out of the goodness of his heart. That was me playing the role of a whiny Simon Belmont. That does imply that. Yeah. This is kind of a remake of CV1. But also, they act like Dracula's been killed before, which I guess he has in previous games, but whatever. I don't pay attention to that. Oh! Oh yeah, volume balance may be different for this one. Let me know if I should raise or lower it. It'll only get loud in a second. Castlevania HD? You play Castlevania Harmony of Despair? I've never played that with another human being. I love that game. Hell yeah. I wish I had that opportunity. I played it online a few times, though by the time I played it online, only Japanese players were playing it. Specifically, only max-level Japanese players. It was really funny because you'd load into a level, and everyone would use the emotes to say hello at the same time. Then they'd all just like speed through the castle in like 7 seconds and kill Dracula instantly and say thanks, and then load back to the menu. Palm Factory, thank you for the follow. That's where the palms are made. My favorite thing by the end of Harmony of Despair's lifespan was that level they released based on CV1. With the really tiny Simon Belmont that you could control. And he could just zip all over the place. That guy was a little rascal. Yeah, I really like the Getsufuma Den stage. Never played much of the actual game itself, but I like their recreation of it. You saying a Getsu Fumaden track was used in a King of the Hill YouTube poop? I want to stop everything and look that up. Oh, Theme of Simon, that makes more sense. In the US version, the manual, these horse heads, they're named Mr. Head. Did you know? Well, let me tell you about Paula Abdul and Fred Astaire. Have you heard that one? Look at all those graphical layers back there. What is this, a super graphics? Check this out. Skeleton horse. He's doing a jump rope. Yeah, Nintendo Power Editor's making shit up. It's true. Gotta go up the mountain and down the river? You couldn't just drop me off at the front door? So much of this game is outside the castle. Like a good 20 or 30% of it, probably. It's the Castlevania Fun Slide. I'm kind of playing like a goof because you can basically sleepwalk through the first 3 or so levels. And then you have to pay attention for the remaining 9 hours of the playthrough. Technically, this game should only be an hour long, but if you play it carefully, it's easy to stretch that to 2. Hey! There's a guy there. It was a showpiece for sure for the Super Nintendo. They were like, what's the shit we got now? Mode 7? Hang on. I know exactly what we'll do. We're just gonna use this all the time. This is a watch. Don't open this. Unless you want to watch. That freaking... Here's the thing I like about this game that no one else ever talks about. Every enemy, almost every enemy, makes a unique sound effect when you kill it. Even the frogs. The frogs, yeah, they make a whip. They reuse a couple of them, but for the most part, every enemy has a unique sound effect. Love the Wiggly Whip. Yeah, God, so many spearmen in that. What the? She got me. Synth Pop is back. That's great news. Thank you for the follow. I've been waiting. I picked up the wrong weapon. That's fine, there's another boomerang in the next level. Don't these guys look like Ninja Turtles? Is it just me? Like really buff Ninja Turtles? Little bit wingnut too? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good old wingnut. Alright, good luck, Noman. I believe in you. It flows uphill because the castle is a creature of chaos. Chaos can do that, I assume. I like this level. It's true, that Dracula in his wacky castle. I can see that Smebble. Specifically, the whip, and the fact that you can whip in 8 directions, it kinda invalidates a lot of the use the sub-weapons would have. Also, yeah, the controls being so crisp makes it, control a lot differently from your typical Castlevania. The Lavatory of Despair. This bathroom is a creature of chaos. That's my Alucard. Also, I clogged it. Use the one on the 2nd floor. Looks at the Reader's Digest. I'm interested in this. Alucard really likes campus comedy. Oh, you know it's the librarian for sure. Never trust that guy. Oh, you don't like handsome Simon Belmont? You prefer the barbarian one? It's true, in the first couple, he's basically just a barbarian. Marching into some guy's house. Okay, I didn't mean to say all librarians go around clogging toilets. Just, just the one in Symphony. I know many librarians who know how to use toilets. I think this is the first part of the game where you can really easily die if you're not paying attention. And the game is basically entirely like this from this point on. Just setting up expectations for when I die. Don't get too disappointed when this turns out to be a 1cc instead of Deathless. Simon was in Lords of Shadow? I didn't know that. I don't know a lot about Lords of Shadow. Because they're bad games, okay. Can cross those off my list. There's people who will go to bat for Lords of Shadow too. I'm kind of curious about that one. Oh, 3DS Lords of Shadow. I did play that one. I didn't like that game. And now those guys make Metroid, so what am I gonna do? Other than continue to not play their games. You gotta take this part kind of fast, because these fishmen will squirt you. Oh boy. Oh man! He was placed perfectly! Have I ever had that happen before? That was cool. Alright, I gotta keep my bitchin' in check. The second I start bitchin' is the second I start dying in these games. I'm only gonna think positive things about video games. One I really liked was Curse of Darkness, but no one ever played that. Not a single person in the entire world. The PS2 and Xbox original one. Alright, note for future runs. Sometimes there is a fishman. I think Whoop is the fan of Lord of Shadows. Not sure she's played Curse. I reviewed Curse when it was new for a magazine, a print magazine. People will never believe it, but way back when, you could write about video games and have it published in a print publication. Konami would send you the DVD-Rs and everything. Woo! Don't mind me. I just like going woo sometimes. Yeah, they let you write about video games? Good thing they put a stop to that. I also remember playing Curse of Darkness like after months of them handing me really shitty games to play. So I ended up giving it a 5 out of 5. I was like, oh my god, guys, this is the best game ever made. When really I'm pretty sure it was just okay, but I'd been handed a whole bunch of shit to play. Paid to complain about video games, living the dream. I didn't even know I was. Oh, is that the one that was fully made but never printed? Or, like, never sent to subscribers or something? Do you also have a copy of Game Go number 5? The legendary mythical publication. I'm pretty sure Game Go was a spin-off of Game Fan, like Hardcore Gamer was. That was the magazine I wrote for. I never got to experience the whole acid in the coffee pot thing, though. That was before my time. Oh, right. Were there only like 3 even? Or 2? I was imagining it was more successful than it was. Yeah, I want to see that exhibit too. I think there's a lot that could be said about Mr. Diehard Game Fan Dave Halverson and his opinions on games. But nobody ever does it because I think everyone's afraid that he'll show up and start yelling at him. Or maybe not. I don't think he's been seen in a few years. He's like one of those personalities that just kind of disappeared. Yeah, specifically giving Sonic 06 a 9.5. Along with Golden Axe Beast Rider. Have you ever played that shit? Dude was obsessed with that game. Years later, it was revealed that Golden Axe Beast Rider was only as good as it was due to internal sabotage. Like the director was convinced that the combat was super easy and anyone could do it, while everyone on the test team was like, oh no, this is impossible, no one's gonna like this. So they changed it just before it shipped to retail to add like colorful tells for you to like counter and stuff. The game's still shit, but it was actually somewhat playable just because of that. Oh yeah, Mode 7's happening. The future right in front of our eyes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Victor Ireland doesn't watch Twitch. Somebody would have heard from him by now. Somebody meaning Duke Donuts. See, Sega, we can do stupid graphics too. Hey, Al Pennington, yep. Good old Vic. I really want him to tune in to hear Duke go off on him. Surely after all these years he has to admit that he didn't make the best decisions all the time. Surely all those decades of, all those past decades have given him some kind of perspective. That's the thing, yeah, he talked too much. When you're an industry figure like that, if you keep talking, you're gonna say some stupid shit. Like the fact that, yeah, he was working on quote-unquote fixing these games, as opposed to just straight up localizing them. In reality, no perspective. Good to hear. I think once you get to be a certain age, you just kind of get stuck in your ways, and then you just forever have those opinions. Wonder when I'm gonna get to that point. Anyway, better play nothing but Ghouls and Ghosts. Oh yeah, flashing in this part. Look away if you're sensitive. Oh. He hit himself in the face. Simon, you clumsy oaf. You barbarian. Smebble, god damn it, that pisses me off so much. That the Japanese Sega Genesis Mini 2 had the Lunar games and Popful Mail. but not in the US, thanks to Victor Ireland. He's hoping for some kind of compilation, some kind of big payday from limited run games, and I'm going to tell you, buddy, that's not going to happen. Limited Run is kind of taking a bath on all their stuff they've been licensing. For some reason, there's not much of a market for a Plumbers Don't Wear Ties reboot. This stage is cool because it's very short, and it gives you a very short time limit, too. Yeah, no one wanted a repro of Three Stooges. They made a repro of Three Stooges NES. If there was an NES game that did not need a repro, that one fucking NES game you see for $3 at every pawn shop, better reprint it. I love Three Stooges for NES. I'm the target audience for that. I know better. Yeah, their audience is Chubo, assuming he doesn't also have a copy of Three Stooges NES. Hey, Ramses, yeah, I love those things. I never had the witch or the ghost. I only ever had the orange pumpkin. Oh, they're sold out? Well, shows what we know. I guess we're not real stooge heads. Yeah, 5 hours in, finally at the castle. And we gotta explore every room of this shit. Is there a meat? I don't think there's a meat. Or maybe they realized it was a terrible idea and just dumped them all in the ocean. You can do that. You can dump Three Stooges cartridge into the ocean. It's completely safe, like car batteries. Oh yeah, what's that? You want more Mode 7? There you go, you little freaks. All the Mode 7 you can eat. Hey Lance, yep, you can tell that this is an early gen Super Nintendo game. Almost said PS1 for some reason. I like this game's, I guess you could describe it as a lurid color palette. They put more thought into it than people give it credit for, but then you see guys like this who look like they're straight from the NES. I don't fully get this game. That is almost exactly the same axe armor sprite. Here's a secret. Now you have to share this room with the residents. Unless you're a horrible person and you kill the dog. Well, now I feel bad. Was that McGruff? McGruff the crime dog, mourning his brethren, his ghostly brethren. I'm still in half brain turned off mode. I need to, like, be fully in gamer mode for these next few parts. Oh, my dog. Got a lot of hearts, might as well use them. That guy was walking on air. They give you so much meat in this part, it's cool. Good thing, too, because I'd be hurting. Why isn't wall chicken real? I think there should be little guys who come into your house at night and put chicken in your walls. Like cooked chicken, not raw chicken. It is real, I just haven't found it. Like Christmas, but for Thanksgiving. It combines Christmas and Easter. Just look for the room that smells absolutely horrible. Can we scale back visits from the chicken elves? See if we can hire some cleanup elves. You know what, let's just cancel the chicken elf subscription altogether. We need to not subscribe to as many services nowadays. We don't need chicken elves, we don't need Netflix. What am I doing? I have a shit ton of hearts. No, not a live chicken either. I should have been more specific in my requests. I saw a movie recently about a kid who thought he heard things in his house's walls. It was called Cobweb. Pretty good. You see these things? Isn't that great? I'm glad they borrowed that from Haunted Castle, the idea that furniture can kill you. Might take another death here. See how the damage just really stacks up? Imagine getting all the way here as a vampire hunter and getting killed by a freaking chair. But it was haunted. Good boss fight. Right, I need the jerky elves. Finally, someone's thinking about this. You could probably get Grubhub to do that. Just order you some Slim Jims from 7-Eleven. And say, yeah, just leave them in my walls. I'll find them. They're rebooting the Jerky Boys as elves? Yeah. It was on the news this morning. I like this game of telephone we're playing. I haven't thought about the Jerky Boys in a minute. I despawned that guy. Not on purpose, but... I'm sorry, Hulk Hogan meat shoes? Oh, no, wait, I know what you're talking about. I was about to say, what's that insane combination of words you came up with? But no, I do know the Hulk Hogan meat shoes. It's for you, for when you want to keep some meat fresh and warm. Hey Arnold, yeah, I finished up Rondo a while back. I was like, what, 2 deaths? Not bad. Considering I never 1cc'd the game before until like a couple days ago. Probably my best run ever. I do remember when that guy on SA made his own Hulk Hogan meat shoes. Of all the things to remember, I do remember that. Look at this dog. Count the legs on that dog. I see at least 5, and also he's made from wall meat. Dog got the Chun-Li thighs. Alright, we can't be goofing too much. It's easy for the damage to stack up. This is why media preservation is important. You want to know how to deal with this guy? There he goes. Dracula, you really frame 8 candles stacked on top of one another? Dracula, you crazy for this one. Yeah, finally, art I can appreciate. No, that skull painting back there with the with the bones, that's a Banksy. That's an official Banksy. He signed it and everything. He has some kind of taste. He likes frames and also gigantic books. He only shoots a fiction notices. Oh yeah, that's a Banky. I like the boomerang in this game. Clock towers for sure. Before he builds a castle, he's like, this shit needs a clock tower. No! Alright, from this point on, the game is gonna be a gigantic asshole. This is the extremely hard part of Super Castlevania 4. I gotta start actually thinking about what I do. Oh yeah, the droplets can hurt you. This stage would break me if I played this for the first time in a modern context. I would be stuck here for a while. What is this, an Amiga game? Am I gonna see Scrappy-Doo in a second here? Yeah, that's how you know this is the US version. It's a bunch of green goop. This part here is surprisingly tricky. Helps a lot to have a boomerang there. I wasn't looking at the screen! I was holding up and left, and Simon did not climb the stairs. That's death number 2. Don't assume this game will input the control that you input, especially when it comes to stairs. At least that wasn't the first death. I would have felt bad about that. It's true, I was warned about the stairs. Stairs are the fucking worst in this game. Because this is the first game where you can jump on or off them, but it's not consistent enough to be something you should do. Especially later on in the game. There's some conditions where the game can straight up eat your inputs. I'm not sure if that's what happened there, but now you get to see how to do this without the boomerang. You know, if I fall here, I don't think I even could have jumped back up. It looks a little bit too high. Another one of Dracula's deadly traps. Guess I'll take the knife. I haven't even reached the hard part of this level yet. Where do they give you the boomerang in this level? Is it like right here? Yeah, okay. Alright, we're back in business. Oh, you did it? Nice! Good work. Congrats. Now you can play a good game. How'd you like that shortcut? Oh man, good luck with USCV3. That is the game that beat me last year when I tried to do a 1cc. Just couldn't do it. No! I tried to jump. I think he didn't have the headroom to jump. That's what happened there. I'm excited to discover these new deaths after all these years. Well, having the boomerang would have been pretty nice. Okay. Ooh, I shouldn't be doing this. This is dangerous. You really should kill that guy before moving on. Alright, Vegas Bridge time. Place your bets. Will I get it on the first try? Or will I fall where so many other vampire killers have fallen? Whew, that was close. That was closer than it should have been. It's scary. I don't like the Vegas Bridge. All right, time for another really hard level. This one's less hard than the previous one, but you can also let your guard down and die to something stupid. Hey, Hexagon Witch. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good evening. I never make it up there. What's even up there? Just like, probably not even meat. Yeah, there's a bunch of bullshit up there. Oh, the cross is up there. Okay, that's actually good to know. Hey. Do not like those skellies. Normally I'm all in favor of skeletons, you know me. Just not those particular ones. Aw. Plombo, hello. Welcome to the back half of Castlevania 4. Hope you're doing well. You like wait till the third one, I think? Whatever, it worked. Rondo of Blood went pretty good. I think I only had 2 deaths. It was a pretty easy 1cc after studying the game a million times over because all the VTubers are playing it. I hadn't played that in many years either. I just kind of absorbed it. Medley, hello. Welcome to Dracula's Castle. This guy got a lot of money, have you noticed? Thank you, Heinerhan. I'm looking forward to seeing my certificate when Dot updates it next time. It'll have 2 Deathless Clears and 2 1cc's, God willing. Ooh. Okay. That was... Take my word when I say that is unnecessarily risky what I just did. This room's great because everything is money. Even the enemies drop money. Give me that money. You know, I should be grabbing more of this because of score extends. You think you can no-death clear this? Good freaking luck. People have done it. It's not impossible. Come over here. This guy's gonna die, or... Okay. I played Rondo via the FPGA Mister, the same for this one. Yeah, don't play non-version K Haunted Castles. Fabio, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Stage A, we ran out of numbers, so we had to start using letters. Yeah, this level doesn't require much concentration, so I can probably just turn my brain off. I'm joking. Don't ever do that in this level, you will die. Hey, Invaderoid. This level got jams. I think, as a kid, this was the first time I ever heard remixed music in a video game. I didn't know what to think of it. I thought, what, did they mess up or something? They're reusing music. Alright, it's time to pray. Whoever prayed, thank you. I'm gonna be very careful here. Some funky stuff can happen if you hit these hooks. This room's tough. Fabio, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the sub club. Enjoy your emotes. I appreciate it. I really don't want to fuck up here. Ooh. We're good. We almost weren't good. That was a terrible swing. Whew, alright. Glad that room's over with. It's mummy time. Yeah, Fabio, I remember you too. Good to see you're still around from the old days. The old Lost Levels, Fifi sort of thing. Very good fight. Could not have asked for a better fight. It's true, we're old. Somebody's got to be old. So we got 6 lives to do this, I think. If I can get past the really tough upward scrolling part, we should be pretty good. I fucked up. That's okay. We live. Ideally, you want to fall off one of those crumbling platforms to land directly on the stairs. That's what I was trying to do. I am so worried about Slogro. Rachel, I rewatched your run from the other day, and I was like, yep, I've had that happen before. You can get all the way here, and Slogger just says no. Okay, let's do this. No missed jumps. Let's do this nice and clean. This is the part I have trouble with. You see this shit? You see the bullshit they put you through? Imagine you're just a little kid trying to have fun with your Dracula game. Well, don't speak too soon. The next part is the real motherfucker. See, no problem. Yeah, I only started streaming on this channel regularly like a couple months ago. Phew. Okay, no matter what else happens in this run, I can feel good about that last part. He did the thing that I don't want him to do. He's gonna hit me. If you hit me. All right. The funny thing this game does is his last hit point, you need to hit him twice. Also, I kind of lost the pattern. Survived it, though. This whole last part is why going for Deathless in this game is so painful, and that's why I decided this was going to be a 1cc and not Deathless. Because to lose everything here is just so heartbreaking. Because at this point, you played like 20 hours of game. It's true, it might be the longest game ever made, next to Super Ghouls and Ghosts, which has the same problem. Great games, just a little bit more game than I want to play in one sitting. It is a lot of video game. Too much. It's like a buffet that is a little bit too large. It's a golden corral when all you really want is just some Denny's. Thank you, Murph. You played this one? I know your favorite is Haunted Castle, but this one's worth a look too, I think. We just gonna do this? Yeah, it's quite long. It is an investment of time. That's why I said at the top of the stream this was going to be a 1cc instead of Deathless, because like hell I'm going to reset this. That'd be a good encore for this game. Just going to start up a credit of Super Spy. I never thought that game was 1cc-able until I started watching BBH play it. The man has Neo Geo in his blood. Hey, check it out. It's the end of the game. We made it. Give me that shower of meat. That's it? Oh, I guess I already have all the upgrades. Okay. Alright, that's death number 3. Yeah, I played Haunted Castle last week, I think. That's in my archives if you want to watch that. It's really tricky, yeah. It's like, it's maybe not a 1-pixel jump, but you can't really see where you're jumping from, which is the problem. Hey! The chicken ball! It left! My chicken ball! Dracula, you'll pay for this. You promised me a chicken ball. was not by my hand I gave you a chicken ball. Give me the... Okay, alright. Good. We got one chicken ball. Jeez. Pretty rough. But we did it. Eh. Celebratory whip. We did it. 1 CC with many lives to spare. As for tonight's work, 2 death, 1 CC of Rondo, 3 death, 1 CC of Super Castlevania 4. I'll take it. That's true, it's the that's been done by me. Okay, I don't have to play this one again. I was kind of worried about this, especially when I started losing really stupid lives. It's really easy to run through the lives this game gives you, even though it gives you, like, seriously 7 or 8 in total. Bloodlines win. I don't like Bloodlines, at least not as much as the other 16-bit games. Also, I've never beaten it without continuing. I'm kind of bad at Bloodlines. I'm probably more likely to play that than Chronicles. Chronicles looks insane to me. I would probably learn Bloodlines before I even attempted Chronicles. Yeah, thank you all for the GGs, and you did it. Bloodlines is your plan, good luck. It's a good game, it's just not my preference. Smebble, if you're talking PC Engine Dracula X, absolutely. Play Rondo of Blood, no question. Super Nintendo Dracula X, skip it for real. Or better yet, play it after you're familiar with the PC Engine one. Okay, yeah. Well, it might be worth trying it. It's your favorite? Oh man, you need to try it then. If just to see how badly they fucked it up. Or, I don't know, watch a long play. Watch the final boss, at the very least. Which one's that, Lynx? I've seen a lot of people play a whole bunch of games. I know Vox is doing the Game Boy ones tonight. I don't think I'll get to the Game Boy ones. I didn't have a good time playing through those when I played them for the first time. Adventure Rebirth I did like a lot, but I've never beaten it. Here's the dancers we saw for 2 seconds. Remember all the good times we had in Dracula's library? Trying to pull those giant books off the shelves. Only to find out that for as big as the books are, the text in them is absolutely tiny, too tiny to read. Dracula's funny like that. I ought to do Maria runs of Saturn Symphony of the Night again. I had a lot of fun with that. I enjoy games that just say fuck it and include an ultra-powerful, super overpowered character. Like, even more so than Maria and Rondo, she's just absolutely fucked in Saturn Symphony of the Night. That's what I played on this channel last year, didn't I? I played all the way through Saturn Symphony. I liked it. It was still a good game. It's extremely janky, but it was quite good. Did it go stable? Oh my god, I'm waiting for that shit. They've been making really good progress on the N64 core. I'm surprised. N64 on Mister might actually happen. And if it does, it could conceivably be the best way to emulate N64. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. At first they were like, I got a ROM to play, I got it to load, but it's not doing anything. And then like the next day he's all like, okay, Mario Kart's working. Dr. Jordo, if you want to try, I would recommend actually PC Engine Rondo of Blood. Even if you don't play it with Maria, I'd say it's still a little bit easier than the other Castlevanias. Plus you can save your progress, you don't gotta enter passwords. That's it. 2 silver stamps for me, bringing me up to 2 gold, 2 silver, for a total of 24 points in the Classicvania challenge. Dot literally managed to get 50 points the other day when she cleared Haunted Castle. That's unbelievable to me. That's like 5 deathless and a couple of 1CCs. Wasn't sure if I wanted to play more after this, but I had a feeling I'd be completely wiped after CV4, and I kind of am. So I think we're going to call it here. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to look for a raid target here. I do recommend you check out Dot Level's channel. She's running the Classicvania challenge this year. Anyone can participate. If you just clear any one of the Castlevania games, she'll give you a certificate to mark the occasion. It's been a lot of fun. I've liked watching people play these games for the first time because you don't get that experience nowadays. If you play CV1 like 500,000 times over the last 35 years or so, you kind of lose a perspective of what's difficult about that game. But seeing people do it for the first time and just be absolutely determined to finish it has been really great. Speaking of which, there's a lot of people doing the Classicvania challenge right now. Why don't we raid Holly Heck Maybe, who's doing CV1. I really like Heck Maybe. If you're not familiar with her channel, she does this thing called Scrimblow Sweepstakes, where she plays a bunch of platformers starring forgotten mascots. Really good stuff. Excellent stream. Very recommended. Watch out, this channel is intended for mature audiences. Alright, y'all, have a good evening. I'll see you later.